Hello and welcome back to the Talos Multiple 2. So we finished this place last time, the levels anyway. And yeah, now we're gonna do other stuff to do. Like go in the lab, as we do. There's a certain structure. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time there is. I would say, that's fine. Alright. So the DNA string thingy looking like. Can go further. But there's a further into the thing. Oh, hello. What are you doing down here?
This is where they must have lived. Athena and Miranda. You know, for a moment, I almost expected to find them here. But the only thing that's still functional is the megastructure. I'm sorry. This must be awfully strange for you being thrown into all this history. But that's why I needed you. Because you're not burdened with all these memories and conflicts and regrets. Weigh on our minds like a nightmare.
A nightmare?
Our civilization is caught in a loop, 1K. We freed ourselves from the simulation, but now we're trapped again, and it's our own fault. We're afraid of taking responsibility, afraid of growing up. Instead, we make up some capitalized words and build up all these myths around them. Nature, balance, the founder, the goal. We're afraid to face the randomness of the cosmos, but equally afraid to imagine a better world. So we're stuck. I've been trying to find a way out for years. Something, anything, to get people to understand that we do actually have free will. That building a thriving, expanding civilization doesn't have to involve repeating the mistakes of the past. But I failed. Over and over.
And you think what we discovered here could change things? Why did you fail?
Because for some reason, people find it easier to cling to cynicism and self-hate than to actually have hope. Because believing the worst about ourselves, calling ourselves sinners and fools, somehow still seems wise. Yes. Because this is something unexpected, an anomaly. Everything we found on this island challenges who we have become. It shows us that different answers are possible. And maybe that can break people out of the loop. All we need is a spark. Maybe that's why she made all this, the puzzles, the towers. A way of jolting us out of our complacency.
I hope so. I honestly don't know. I don't think so. I honestly don't know.
Neither do I, 1K. But I try to be optimistic. Now, let's see what else we can find here.
Trees don't know. Locked away. Okay. Oop. Okay.
Melville, eyes on 1K's stream. Is this thing what I think it is?
Blow my fuse box. It sure looks that way. Best not touch it until I get there.
Of course, otherwise. But what is it? I didn't really get to see it as such, yeah. I don't know. Why not? You won't get here in time. If yours is too great. Fuse device is heard, understood, and borrowing his fuses. What is
I
it?
think it's a somnodrome. It's a sort of
Somnodrome.
analytics tool for processing mental data that Melampus streamed up.
But all he ever did was sketch out the theory. As far as I'm aware, he never actually built one.
Looks like the founder gave it a go.
How's it work? Can you explain like I was born yesterday?
Well,
Which
what
kind
we
of
know is that our deeper algorithms are hard to pass. Melampus stipulated that the computational power to interpret them in real time would always be beyond us. But in theory, the somnodrome would interpret that data and loop it directly to our senses.
People were hoping to find answers to the big questions by having a conversation with our own subconscious. If you ask me, it's solipsistic at best. It's pseudoscience regardless.
That may be. But if the founder figured it out, then that device could be an extremely important discovery.
You should try it. You should study it. You should disable it. Let's give it a go. I suppose I
I would
can.
advise against it. You may have survived all those data stream overloads, but interface with that thing and you're liable to get bricked. Not to mention risking the data we could get from it.
No, I don't care about the data. I want to plug in. Fine, let's get the data instead. I want to do it. It's good.
Sorry, Melville, but if 1K wants to do this, I won't get in the way. It's his decision.
Understood. But if 1K starts to smoke, don't be slow to pull the plug.
I should read this first, at least. Not go completely crazy. Somnodrome prototype notes. Melampus believed that the answers we're looking for, the correct way for the individual to exist ethically in society and the world, after us. Our failure as to him was not failing to create a better system, but failing to truthfully reflect what already exists within our minds. A failure of connection between the high and the low, and the inner and the outer. On most days that seems wrong to me, but sometimes when I think of where New Jerusalem is headed, wonder if the Somnodrome doesn't hold an answer after all. I took some time to build a prototype according to the visitor blueprints, but there's a lot Melampus didn't account for. Still, I'm almost certain I could apply some of my own knowledge and make it right. Question is, should I? Well, did something. Let's see what happens. Okay. Did anything happen? Nope. Yeah. Why did the audio? Okay, the audio got quiet there for a second. I thought it was on purpose, but I don't think it was. I'm not sure if you heard anything. It was weird for a second. I don't know what happened. Yes. I don't know. What do you say? Sorry. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
What did I say? You fried it. Who knows what data we've lost?
I've got everything. I've got nothing.
Melville, I still think it's worth you coming here to take a look. 1K, let's pack up and explore the rest of this lab.
It didn't do anything, seemingly. Unless... Okay, this from Melampus. Okay, you're one of the earliest ones as well, huh? To all of you on this expedition, I'm sure you're questions about the Somnodrome, but I'm afraid I can't answer them. It was a dream I had a long time ago, when I was a different person, and it has long since faded. To build a prototype of sorts, at least, of one part of its systems, but none of it ever functioned the way I wanted it to. Whatever Athena may have done with my invention, the truth is that I'm simply not interested in the affairs of New Jerusalem anymore. I care as little for Byron's utopianism as I do for Hermet's religious pessimism. I'm not sure I care about anything at all, really. In fact, I think that caring may be the only answer. At the end of the day, everything is transient in the self, and learn to let go. Please don't respond, I value my privacy. Huh. The Summit Realm. Olympus, one of the Lubia first companions, we developed the Summit Realm back in the day. It's supposed to help us visualize the black box that is our own internal algorithms, and so provide some kind of moral or spiritual insight. It never probably worked, of course. Then the founder took an interest and experimented further with the technology, correcting some of the mistakes Olympus made. Still a lot of touch if you ask me, but maybe she made it work. Okay, that's small. Rock. Rock, go down. Just like an actual, like, teleporter? I mean, it's going through the hole, so it's more like a meta transfer, I guess. Which I guess is how teleporters would work. If they could work. I don't think they would ever actually make sense to work, but you know. I think that's what they're applying now. There's gonna be a new mechanic next time. We've got some stuff to read. Archive message from Chetzla, how you say that? To Athena. Lord Founder, wherever you have gone, I continue to have faith in numbers. You are our mother, our creator, the chosen of the progenitor. I am certain that this is a test that's far like the ones you faced in simulation, and we'll learn from your example and keep the faith. What's your name? Fekla. I don't know. Whoops, didn't need to go down. Progress notes. More of this stuff. Trials, result, confirm the anomaly is consistent, not inconsistent. Consistent rather. It's an important difference. Trials, there are no error in trial 108. The error is in our understanding. Trial something, we just start over. Next, from Irena to Athena. I went ahead and ran the next set of trials anyway. I know it's a terrain, but the data we got from the last batch was just too amazing. Every step leads towards the next. Like a progression of musical notes. So close, Amanda. Whoops. Okay. Going KY again. Once again, we
the singularity sustained itself longer this time.
Did we get the data?
We did. I think we just obsoleted quantum physics.
Yeah,
maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to be able to replicate these results.
You know, I've been wondering. You told me that in the simulation, one thing that kept you motivated was looking for answers. Do you think that with the work we're doing, we'll ever run out of questions to ask?
I don't think so. Trying to understand the universe means asking the same question over and over. How? How do you make fire? How do earthquakes happen? How does gravity work? How do particles behave? You keep digging deeper, finding another set of mechanisms, another set of hows. Step by step, you demystify reality. But then, if you keep doing it long enough, one day, you run out. You've answered all the hows. You know how the universe works. So, now what?
Now you ask why? Isn't that the next step?
It's not quite that easy. The question of why cannot be answered. Even if it could, it would only be followed by another why. At some point, you have to accept that it all just exists. But there is another set of questions. What's next? You've stripped away the layers of mystery, you've laid bare the machinery. Now you have to start building, to add your own layers, of meaning.
The answer of why is obviously one that
Are you okay? You overloaded again.
that, you know, in religious circles is, you know, because, you know, God and stuff, you know, because God created it all, and that's why it is, and it is how it is, you know. Don't think I'm much better than that. If that's the way you believe things, you know. The answer to why something exists and how it exists, you know. You know, depending on your worldview, it might be that there is no reason anything exists or anything works the way it does. But you know, that's for you to think of. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm fine. I saw Athena again.
Yes, I saw. It came through on your stream. Strange to hear her voice again. But that was her. The way I remember her. The real Athena. Not this imaginary founder.
Tell her.
I was one of the first she woke up. There was just a handful of us in those days. A small family in the ruins of a dead civilization. It was hard. Harder than anyone can possibly imagine. We had nothing except what Alexandra Drennan and the Institute left us. Now that everyone lives in civilization, they don't understand how necessary it was for us to build that civilization. They can fantasize about living in balance, limiting growth, retreating behind our walls. They don't understand what it really means to live in the wilderness. How close we came to not making it. How many people we lost. Yema was just the first. But Athena understood. She believed in humanity. She believed in us. In the inherent value of consciousness. Her dreams were so much bigger. She wanted us to reclaim the Earth, to reach for the stars, to build and grow and learn.
So why did she leave? So why didn't she remember that way?
The city was already changing before she left, turning inwards, forgetting the future. Once she was gone, other people shaped her memory, turned her into the symbol they needed. I understand all that, as depressing as it may be. What I don't understand is why she didn't tell me. If she came here to do all this, why didn't she bring me along?
So it must have been hard to do she meant so. She never said her people. She did what she thought she had to.
It was. But maybe I was wrong. And she isn't as lost as I thought she was. If this is all a test, maybe the answer is waiting for us in the megastructure. Speaking of which, let's get back to exploring. Melville should have reconnected the next station by now.
Like, I wonder if the reason why she created all of this, what are you doing there? It's just gonna be bad. Will you get like rocked? Anyway, I wonder if the reason why she created all these puzzles and everything is like an attempt to like well you know, and we got you know, lured over here essentially. Like we got, you know, teased about this, and you know, maybe that was the intention, was to, you know, get the people who, you know, want to learn, want to explore, want to, you know, do all that stuff, you know, to go here and, you know, maybe create a new sort of city, a new sort of place, or, you know, a new way of living that's not like New Jerusalem. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. A cryptic way of doing it, admittedly. But, you know, maybe that's also the point. That if it was just spelled out for you, you know, maybe you wouldn't be as, you know, willing to go. You know, obviously the safety, relative safety of New Jerusalem and everything. And all that stuff. Oh, okay, that's a way back here, as it turns out, so they did figure out what this all was for. Maybe. I don't know. Like, we don't know yet, really. We can just speculate. I'm sure we'll get more answers at some point. Alright. Yeah. I saw you all here when I was starting up the video, and I was, you know, I want to go in there first, of course, but yeah, I did see this.
Is it possible that on some level, people want to believe that everything's going to get worse? That it's comforting to think that humanity is bad and every solution will just go wrong? Because that way you're never responsible. You never have to take on responsibility for anything outside yourself. Never have to grow up.
Alright, let's get to a triangle. Let's do a puzzle. It's been 20 minutes already. We haven't done a puzzle. I'm getting the itch. I gotta get that puzzle itch. That's fine. I don't mind the, you know, world building and everything. Field of view. But yeah, the puzzles are also what I like. So we can get a blue and get a red. What we want. Which seems like a thing to do. Okay. Then we need both like that. So do that. And then, alright. Okay. It's like a window there. That might be relevant. But yeah, see, the thing is, I'm not gonna be able to get this going. Seemingly. Wait. Can I just wait? Isn't this easy? Am I? Like, I can take this in here now. Maybe. And then I make this blue. Is this just it? Well, okay, there's a little bit of limited space here, admittedly. But no, I can do that. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, that was easy. Unless I broke it. I think I did. I mean, that it's a little awkward how this is placed, but yeah, no, that's totally doable. Okay, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I can't complain about doing it so fast. Corner. Nothing in there. There's gonna be anything to find around here or anything. Like, I don't really know what the Sphinx and all that stuff is gonna be in this world yet. I'm gonna have to look around. Alright, guess I'm just gonna head for the next triangle. If the one took so little time. Yeah. Pretty sure I can't go in the water here again. It's too deep. And now little robot bodies can't swim. That is the one thing we can't do. Alright, here we are. Level inhibition. What's that mean? Well, I can do that. Okay, do it that way, I guess. We do that. Oh, okay, we don't want to do that. That turns on the fan. Let me just. There we go. Can't grab at that fan or anything. But it also turns that on. Well, I mean, okay, I just. No, that won't make any sense, will it? Oh, I can just. Okay, I can do it from here. Okay, never mind. There we go. Okay. But then what? Then I don't really have much I can do. Why is the fan here? That's an interesting car. Okay. I can't make this thing red. I don't think so. Because I need the blue to get into that to make red. There's not a lot I can do here. So I wonder what you want. Yeah, I mean I could do that, but again, then the fan is the problem. Okay, this one could be tricky because I'm not sure what my options are. Kitty's here, by the way. On the desk, are you gonna sit where I can't see the screen? Of course you are. But that's what you do, Kitty. That is what you do, as a matter of fact. And I would love if you didn't. So can you please move? Come here. Come here, buddy. Yeah. Come on. You can do it. No, that's worse. Okay. Come on. Move your butt. Come on. Do I need to move you? There we go. Okay. You're stretching. Yeah. Easy now. You're just holding the controller. You know that. You're sitting? Are we sitting? Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't see how taking both in here would help either. So I need to hit that there. Of course. And let's see how this would help me. Because I mean, this will only make a Look at that. Not gonna do anything. Huh. I can't make this thing red at all, can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Sure, but does that help me? Does that actually help me anything? Because not sure if this helps me at all. I think it would. So now it's just gonna make that blue. That's not helpful. What am I? Okay, what? There's something else here. There's nothing I'm missing, is there? Fan. Can I? What am I trying to do? I somehow need to make that turned on, and I need something to put in here. What? But like, I can't just... How does this work? How does this work? Can I make this way? Then, you know, that, but... No. No. See, I'm like... If I can turn on this while it's connected there, that could be something, but how would that work either? But am I gonna make you... It's not gonna help me, I don't think. Not at all. Okay, this one is a doozy. What am I not seeing? What's this called again? Lateral inhibition. Lateral inhibition. I don't know what that could help me with. Lateral inhibition. I thought there might be something to connecting this here while it's still in this state. That I thought might be something. But it's not like, again. Yeah, dude. What? Like that's gonna be helpful to me. Because I gotta connect that to there. But the moment what am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? I don't know. Somehow the fan matters here. Like again, blow this bag, but how is that helpful? I don't think it is. Not at all. No. Like it gets to like, yeah, no further than there. I guess like I could make it see that there's something with it. How would that help? I don't know. But that's nothing. Oh man. Won't do a thing though. Will it? No. Maybe it won't. What the hell? It feels like there shouldn't be so many ways I could mess this up. I should log into it, but yet I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. It's pretty clear right now. I mean, I might have to look this one up. I'm kind of shocked I'm not looking into something with so limited options, I feel, you know? Like... do that. But... it's all fine good, but then I can't go any further. Cannot go any further. Alright, yeah, you stumped me. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to look this one up. Let's see. Oh god, why are you so slow, phone? There we go. Level inhibition. Sure, you can hear the lawnmower outside. It's been going for a while. I don't know, it is what it is. It's like a concept already, so I gotta be more specific. Let's see here. What is the dealio? Why can't I figure this one out? What is this an air? That's there always tends to be. So make it red. Over here, place that. Don't connect to anything, it seems. And connect all of them. Oh, what? Okay. Let me just. Yeah. So, okay, I need to verify. Not sure what. Okay, then grab you. No. Just disconnect that for now. Just place it over there for now. Then connect all of them. No. So by both of them being there, it won't go to there. Then you move it and it will go to there. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. That's not the way I thought that was gonna work at all. But okay. Yeah. Well, you know, not every single puzzle I'm gonna click with immediately. Obviously. All right. Well. Yeah. What else can I say? But yeah. That's what that was. Alright, well, we still got the stars, and looking around the world in general, so I haven't really done a whole lot of either. But, yeah. I don't know, man. Sometimes it just doesn't click. There's nothing else to say about that. Have another one of these. Guess I'll do this now. Consume. Vox Pop number 9. From an interview with a protest outside the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Question. So why did you join this protest? Answer. Artificial intelligence is inherently dangerous to this planet's ecosystem. Defending that ecosystem is our responsibility. In which ways is artificial intelligence dangerous? Not some parallel idiot mentioning Skyneting over the world, alright? That's science fiction. What we're talking about here is an artificial intelligence without any of the attachment we have to the natural world. It's not capable of distinguishing between, say, an oar and a tree. Everything's just resources to it. People like Saupai and Adrenaline talk about ethics and philosophy, but all embrace the same extractivist efforts that has brought us to the brink of disaster. The intellect being would try to optimize the world in its image and in doing so consume it. When something. But so far he's saying it's all theoretical. That I'm almost theoretical at first too. When something's there, someone's going to use it. Why couldn't he imagine that we might care about the world? I don't know. Maybe because they were too used to no one else caring. Not gonna get into the whole AI thing. Also, you know, this was made slightly before the AI boom kinda, you know, became a thing. But it was obviously still there, but, you know, less so. I imagine there might be something in the third game about all this, you know. I would imagine, but I don't feel like going into it. It's too much. A page has journal number 5. Volume 1, the founding of Jerusalem, day 200. Construction on our new home is coming along nicely. We finished 2 new buildings last week, and this week we started on our new lodgings. Athena and Cornelius have plans to erect a tower in the middle of the settlement, which will serve as our administrative center and main heliport. Right now, that's still a long way off. Decades at least. It's hard to imagine that one day we'll be able to erect structures like that there'll be enough of us to need that much space. But then I look at the dam and I remind myself I just built that. With the short lifespans and soft flesh and bone bodies. And then I think there's really no limit to what we can achieve, given enough time, patience, and the capacity to dream. And nothing further.
Strap in, this is a long one. You may have heard the story of the carpenter who died to redeem humanity's sins. It's a powerful story, bittersweet, very human, and I just want to tell you that it's true. He was a real person, and his name was John. John Carpenter. He was born in the year 1948, and he was the coolest filmmaker to ever walk the earth. From Halloween to The Thing to They Live, the totally underrated In the Mouth of Madness, mind you, he just made classic after classic. All of his movies, really fun, really atmospheric, but also really smart. Even when they were goofy, most directors would kill to have made just one of those movies. And what did he get for it? A big, fat truckload of nothing. Well, less than nothing. The studios, the critics, even the fans, they hated him. The Thing, okay, for example, which is about as perfect a movie as you can make, completely torn to shreds. And his career never really recovered. Every movie after that was a struggle, and after a while, he just got tired of it and quit. He only really came back to movies in his 70s. How many works of genius did we never get because of that? Look, I have a point here. People like Carpenter, people like Alex, they're not always appreciated in their own time. If you just do what's popular, you might never create anything important. Of course, we admire people who did the right thing, who didn't conform, but we only ever admire them after the fact. What matters is to support people when it's difficult.
Okay. I was gonna talk to Yakut. I guess I should. I'm gonna talk to Yakut.
Hey, 1K. How can I help you?
Okay. What do you think about this Summit Dome business?
I'd never heard of it before, but it sounds fascinating. I mean, imagine exploring a place inside yourself that you didn't even know existed. Might really give you a new perspective. Or it might be really stupid, but it's probably cool.
Some people in New Jerusalem who want me to participate in their political maneuvering. That is well then. Looks like a weird word to me, but okay. Should I tell you about that? I guess I will.
I don't get involved with that. I think we should discuss everything openly and then vote, not play games behind each other's backs.
Fair enough. Do you think the founder might still be here?
I don't know. It all looks pretty abandoned to me. But maybe it is all a test.
Do you think the founder was right that we have to add our own meaning to the world? Oh god.
I don't know. Sometimes I'd like to believe that everything happens for a reason. That there's some external force that gives us purpose and meaning. But then I think about all the horrible things that happen to people, and I can't accept that those things were meant to happen. That they couldn't have been avoided. So in that sense, I agree. We should find our own meaning. But to be completely honest, I find it hard to just impose meaning on the world. I'm not as driven as someone like Byron. I feel more moved by Miranda's recordings than by my own ideas.
Oh god. My eyes kinda... yeah. Burning, kinda like sucking my eye. Jesus. Perhaps adding meaning to the world is something we do together. It's still there. God. Perhaps meaning is found in other people. Perhaps you need to think about what your own patterns are. Perhaps the cosmos does have a meaning, we just don't understand it yet.
It's not that I don't have passions, 1K. I do, but they're not enough. At the end of the day, it's all just me.
Jesus Christ. Burns so hard in my eye. I'm sorry. This has been a mess of an episode. I feel in a lot of ways. But the Lord know what's going. Puzzle failure. Now my eye. I just gotta take a sec here. Jesus, it stinks so much. Swear to God. Sorry about all this, man, you know. God, no, it still hurts. It still hurts. I'm trying to get a tear going so I can get whatever the shit is in my eye out, but like... it sucks, man. God, it hurts. Jesus, fuck. Maybe I need to pause the video. I don't know. No, it doesn't hurt as much, but... God. This is a mess. Come on. It's gotta stop eventually, right? Oh my god. It stings so badly. I think I need to go wash my eye. This hurts too much. Hold on. Okay. I think I got it out of my eye. Still a little bit of stinging, but it's manageable. I don't know, man. It is what it is. Alright. There's a question mark here. More palming. I don't know. And yet it moves. That's a video game. I don't know if that has anything to do with this, but probably not. A fascinating story discovered in the archive concerns a great scientist by the name of Galileo. This remarkable man made huge contributions to the early development of science, but was best remembered for becoming embroiled in controversy with the church that ended with accusations of heresy, while him being placed under house arrest for the rest of his life. I didn't actually know that, but that's interesting. The cause of the controversy? Yeah, that Earth revolved around the sun, a view he would describe as self-evident, and which the Inquisition described as foolish and absurd in philosophy and formerly heretical. Heretical, yeah. He's back. Hello, little guy. Are you gonna be in the way? Are you gonna jump down? I don't know, but you can't be there. God. Story became dramatic for our society of punishes those who try to push our understanding of the world forward in the modern day. It's a legend that at the end of his trial he muttered needed moves, a beautiful idea but untrue. Because defying society's hard becomes at high cost and not everyone is capable of bearing it. What would you have done in his place? What would I? Midku. I think I would have tried to stand up for the truth. Silence sounds. Fighting a policy like Elohim is one thing, but when your friends and allies may renounce you for holding an acceptable opinion, it takes enormous willpower to continue. Whenever it does, society gets stuck. Yeah, that is, as relevant as ever. Even, back in those times and now, obviously it's different, the church doesn't have as much power as it used to, obviously, but yeah. Anyway, puzzled. Archive post. I got cat hair in my mouth now. This is a good day. This is going so great. The role of puzzles in the simulation was so important to the creation of a civilization that it has left an indelible imprint. But sometimes I worry that this is an issue, as Annette Brennan thought of human beings as problem solvers, but the real world isn't anything like the simulation. Yes, there are problems to solve, but isn't a Tatamino waiting to reward you? Well, in this case, there kinda is. That's just another problem. Another and another. Our renovation of the puzzle may be blinding us to the fact that sometimes there isn't a neat solution. And sometimes life is just a slog, and the best you can do is muddle through. Cool? I don't know how you say that wrong. From Arawa to Athena. You lost the shop, kitty. Oh my god. This is a day. This is a day of all days, I swear. Dear Athena, have you really left us for good? Without even saying goodbye? I know we haven't spoken much lately, but isn't that just part of the slow, relaxed lives we now lead? After all those centuries of struggle, trying to build New Jerusalem, I thought we deserved the best. And if that disappointed you, why didn't you say so? I know you disapprove of all those silly titles you give us now, but we really were your first companions. We know what it was like. I was there when Nemo died. I remember the horror of realizing that there was no way of bringing him back. The impossible finality of it, and then the determination to make it make sense. To be part of a story that leads to a better world. I never abandoned that, Athena. I just thought that maybe I could spend some time on the things that make life worth living too. Maybe I lost track. Maybe I failed you. I don't know because you didn't tell me. Wow. Okay. Let's follow the question marks for now. See where it take me. Like, I'm still missing one of the star location things. Can I get across this? Nope. Okay, well, thought I was able to get back safely in time. Turns out it wasn't. God damn it. I gotta wait for the loading. You know? You know? Like, I am at an hour. Really, I should stop the video, but I wanna do the stars at the very least, you know? I wanna do the stars, but yeah. Like, I feel like I need to get across from here. Okay, I can slightly wade in the water there to get across. I just chose the wrong place. Okay, here's where the other star is. Okay. Okay, so it's another, yeah, when am I gonna find the guy? Sprite. Okay. Well, it's showing that way? I don't think you get a hint or anything there typically with that. Just gotta find it. Okay. I've done it a few times, so I don't know. Okay, well. Are these little islands? Not sure that's helpful to me. Okay, so so we have that. I'll go to the other question mark before anything else, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm a little rattled by everything today. Just kind of being a little bit of a mess. And you know, had a weird day yesterday too. A little bit. But you know, it is what it is. Life is life, you know. Sometimes. All right. One of these.
One of the most foolish illusions that commonly persist is that nature is a victim and humanity is a perpetrator. This can only be the opinion of someone who has not witnessed nature at first hand, who has not seen its immense and awe-inspiring baseness. Nature is mindless chaos and eternal conflict. A system of predation and consumption whose perfect cruelty can only induce a terrified and unwilling admiration. Nature is our most powerful and least honorable enemy. A beast that consumed every last one of our ancestors and will consume us just as quickly if we are not successful in our struggle with it.
Yeah. I got a little distracted by finding the switch. Because I can't undo it, so I guess that's how it is. So is this related to the other one? Like we got the thing. There we go, this one. We got this. Looks like I could zoom in on that a little bit. Is it slightly bit tiny? Like is that where I am? That's like 2 axes, 3 axes. That's one on the order to the right as well. It's rainy outside now. It was kind of thundering last night, that's true. Yeah, what else weird? It's good old summer rain. Anyway, yeah, I don't know which one this is. Like if we look, like the main structure. Okay, maybe this is this the one all the way to the right then, to the east? I don't know exactly, but like I would think the big structure, you know, would be close. I can't see it from here. It's over there, yeah, that is. Yeah, no, we gotta be to the east side here. Okay, so I guess I found the east one. And I also gotta figure out where the sprite would be. Like it could be anywhere. Couldn't it? I don't know. I don't know if there's any clues other than just vaguely pointing in a direction, like from the statue, from the monument, or whatever you want to call it, where the star is. But like, I don't know. I gotta scratch my ear. Ah, jeez. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, but if the idea is to find switches, I guess I found one. So at least I can maybe try there. Try to find the rest of those. I mean, yeah, I guess I should get closer to that. Oh, there's also this here. Oh, okay, that's a spite. Okay, there you go. Alright, guess I'll do the spite first then. There you go. This way. Or not. Oh, this way. There you go. Keep following you. The scenic route. By that I mean randomly. Just decide where you wanna go. Like, seriously. I just feel like there's no real direction. It's just kinda going. We could go a little faster. Like, I mean, I don't wanna lose you, but still you are a little slow. Pour the water. It's a fucking fun. And we're going on to where the star is. I gotta get all the way around now. I think we're gonna go in the water. Yeah, I don't think there's any time limits. Like the music makes it seem like you want to go fast, like it's a race of some kind, but well, nice if it matters. Okay, the music went back to normal. Guess if you go too far away, I kinda had to, because again I could not go across them. I know I can get to these islands. I tried that before. I have to go again. We're just gonna go there. Oh, we're gonna take another detour. I think we're done. Okay. There we go. Into the cup of fire, or whatever. And get a start. Alright.
Utopia is impossible, but the future that is possible will seem like a dream to those who are alive now.
I do wonder how people from hundreds of years ago would view the world as it is now. Because on some levels, we are so much more advanced. But on other levels, it doesn't always feel like that, you know. I mean, I'm sure the people in times, old-timey times, as I would call them, would think that these problems are so minor compared to what they're going through, and you know, all that stuff. But like, yeah. Well, I guess that one. It's like in the middle of the ocean. Like, if that's right there, you know, like, that's how we get across. Like, we're like right here, essentially, like right here-ish, right? It's like forward this way-ish, I guess, I think. There's not that island there either. Can I get to that? Safely? Anyway. That's the question. Maybe. I see something over there at least.
To us who have only just begun this journey of philosophy, the world may seem like a mystery that can never be solved. A great deal has been written since the days of the Seven Sages, but how much of it is truth and how much of it is idle speculation? I've offended many by saying that most philosophy will, as the centuries pass, be discarded as foolishness and superstition. But it is a truth only philosophers fail to see. And yet we cannot abandon reason and conclude that we cannot know anything. Rather, we must accept that the journey towards understanding will be long. And our task is to build a foundation for those who will one day arrive at its destination.
It's possible I am at one place because I did not see any switches. I found something. Like, I guess... Is this... I guess this could be down, but not where I went. It's like on that side. I guess that actually makes more sense now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Maybe over there. Is that possible to get to from here? No. I mean, there should be another statue or something around here, shouldn't there? Oh, there we go. Okay, found you. Alright. I mean, I might have to get across here first, or something. Guess I'll do that. That's fine. Also, remember the buttons to do this. This one places and this one doesn't. Has to connect to it. Let's start with long piece maybe. There we go. Alright. Another this way. Looking up.
Sometimes it seems the only choices we have are renouncing civilization or mindless expansion. But that's not the only path forward. Embracing deliberate control over nature doesn't have to mean destruction. We are a species of artists and artisans, blessed with the ability to transform the raw material of the cosmos into new and better shapes. Shapes that have meaning. With our technology, we can take this chaotic world, so full of suffering, and turn it into a work of art.
Going to us that way, that's not what I want. forward to try. Still going towards that way. Slowly move. Ah, that did it. What am I doing wrong here? Start this one. I'm going too much this way. Not helpful. I'm so bad with these. I didn't. I just, you know, it's fine. Okay, I can see a path. Hey, yeah. You have to get across here anyway. You know, it's fine. Just, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone, and all that, I guess. I mean, where am I? Yeah, I didn't recognize where it was for a second. I mean, I might as well go in here since I'm here. You know that too. I don't think I can. I don't think so. But yeah, I might as well go in here. Just get this done with since I'm here. And I'll go get the star. That's gonna be the episode, I guess. Because I have gone over time now, a little bit. Oh, goodness. Catch the bearing.
Halt, creature of clay. You have taken another step towards the flame. Before you continue, ask yourself, have the gifts of Prometheus ever truly benefited your people? Or have they brought nothing but strife?
Sorry, I was half distracted by something on my phone for a second. What were you saying? Give me what will benefit your people. I don't really know what his gift is. Without his gifts, we would no longer even exist. His gifts have greatly eased the suffering of the world. We have made mistakes in using them, but they could outweigh the bad. You've caused great harm, but you cannot be put back in the box. You've been accursed by people. Lady, I'm a robot. I can't really say that. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about here, to be honest. Like, what specifically are we talking about here? Like, Prometheus, that was the whole... I'm trying to think again. That was the whole, like he stole from the gods or something? He stole, like, was it fire he stole or something? And he gave it to humans or something? I keep forgetting exactly the situation of that story. If we've been literal, you know, I don't know if we are. So I don't really know what to say. Something.
But have they not
something.
brought just as much suffering themselves?
You're right, nothing has been better. No, you've got how terribly people suffered in the past. They brought some suffering due to our mistakes, but they have done far more good.
The suffering of the past is nothing before the horrors of the unleashed flame. Consider this as you continue your quest.
I've been thinking, there's 3 towers per cardinal direction and 3 entities. You'd think it would be symmetrically arranged, 1 tower per entity, right? But we haven't seen Prometheus at all.
We're built to find patterns. Maybe we're trying to find patterns where there aren't any.
I guess that's true. But I mean, we have the Prometheus statues out here, so yeah, I don't know. But that is interesting, I guess. But also, I am wondering, like, Athena again made all this, and I don't know what she's trying to say with this. Well, again, see, I kind of feel like maybe something went wrong, something, like, maybe it's gone rogue, you know what I mean? Like, something is off, because, again, we don't know where Athena is, or if she's even alive, or, you know, anything. So it's like, it's very possible all of this stuff, you know, maybe this was made with some intention of testing us, you know, as I said before, maybe, and then, well, I guess, again, something went wrong, maybe, or I don't know, but yeah. So maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's too much to think about right now. Let's get this thing.
None may know what came first, error or sin, and yet every choice depends on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's very possible that this is the intention of Athena to maybe it's part of the test, like to make us doubt, to make us be like, are you sure about all this? You know, is this the right thing to do? It's like, again, if her intention is to like create some kind of new philosophy of life for people, rather than just, you know, to do what New Jerusalem did and then become isolated and, you know, following a very strict sort of path as well. Maybe again, the idea is not to make you exactly believe in a certain way of thinking. Maybe that's why there's all this conflict, you know, with Athena and Prometheus and all that, you know. Maybe the idea is to make you like, okay, well, there's different perspectives, you know, you can have different ways of thinking. Which, again, you know, I feel like would align very well with the general consensus of, like, what the first game was also doing a lot of the time, where, you know... Saw this little flame here, yeah. Oh, it's one of those, yeah, little help of things. Don't grab that, I guess. Just saw it. And then probably we're gonna use them. I'm just gonna look it up online, you know, but maybe I should try that one time when I get stuck, but I don't. Anyway, but like, yeah, like, maybe the idea is, yeah, Athena is testing if there's different ways of thinking and, if, you know, making a new way of life, I guess. I'm not sure if I expressed that properly, but, you know, anyway. Yeah. Just kind of looking around a little bit, see if I have missed something. We haven't found the object either in this one, have we? Didn't find it in the mountainy place last time, in the last area. What's that? This thing. It seems to be something more recognizable and, you know, from the ancient world, the human world, before all this, you know. It tends to be what they are. Yeah. And of course, I got a couple more people to talk to, I guess, but we've already gone quite long today, and I do want to stop soon, so, you know, gonna try to talk to people next time if I can, and, you know, maybe look around a little bit more before we continue to the next area, but yeah. That's pretty much it here, it looks like. I mean, this is a very foresty area. There could be a lot of stuff hiding, I don't know, it's... Yeah, there's a lot of trees. Who knows, you know? We got random structures. No, there's another one of those there. Yeah, he's also around. So, get up there. Alright. How are you doing there? Don't have a box or anything I can use, do I? I'm gonna climb this in? Okay. Isn't it a sword? Guess you want to do some platforming. Oh. Okay. Doable. Oh, I have more of those. Again, I don't see myself using them, but you know, they are there. I don't think it will tell you how to solve the puzzle. I think it just skips it. I don't know, but yeah. Like the point is that you can get them back if you solve the puzzle on your own, or just skip them for now or something. I think that's how it was. I don't know, but yeah. Notice anything else? You can get all on those little island stuff. Let's see, that be a thing? I don't know though. Could maybe look more furry or like rocks, if there could be something on top of those, you know, or something. I don't know, maybe to hide something. But yeah, if I miss the things, the objects in the world, that's I'm not gonna worry too much about that. It's too hard to figure out what it would be, you know. There's no, it's literally just find them. You know? I don't think there's any clues to where the next one could ever be, you know. It could be under here, you know, something. No, you could hide it anywhere, just in the middle of nowhere, you know. Under a thing, above a thing. You know. I really don't know. Yeah. But you know, I've run around a little bit here now and I haven't really found anything, I feel, so guess I'll just leave it and yeah. Alright, I think that's it. For now. It's been a little bit of a mess of an episode, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Just a messy day, a messy episode, a messy existence in general. Just all of it combining to be a bit of a mess, you know. Alright, yeah. I think that's it. I saw something over there, but I think it's just part of the rock. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'm done now. Goodbye.